privilege to be here with you.
And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed three-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a four-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. These two fighters are made for one another. The straight right just misses. Holding nothing back here in the round. Good counter punch. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. They both want the knockout. Oh, my word, Canelo just got clipped. It appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit. Then
hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, you were still landing your first round, kid. You had everything in the bag, and then going to let him back in. Great defense at the end of all of that. Do what you got to do. Do it. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking for that one shot or anything. Set him up and you tip him. He's not in your lead.
And there's the bell for round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Don't want to trade shots. This counter counter-fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. His jab just got blocked. A counter-fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won. And there's the bell for round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The straight right just misses. Good counter punch. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Disaster averted.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We wanted action, and they are delivering. He just misses with that jab. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talking about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell to start round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. Are you all right?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
That is a show of character. When you're...
Oh, my God, Johnny! Canelo in serious jeopardy. Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. Oh, my goodness. I want want to see that one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter, and down goes Crawford. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, 4. You okay?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at?
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Crawford in trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
There's a counter shot. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills. Hold it right there. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Big deep breaths. Can't miss it. Now, you're right. Stay focused. Don't let back.
On to the 6th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. The straight right just misses. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Canelo in serious jeopardy here going to the canvas. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see. There's the bell to start round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't score with that jab. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
The straight right just misses. Missing with the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Is he going to punch himself out, though? What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford. Round 8, and we're off again. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. The stamina is off the charts. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
His stamina is off the charts. Is he going to punch himself out, though? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez. There's the bell to start round 9. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so...
Oh my God, Johnny! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Incredible work rate. That hook won't score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford. It's round 10. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Beautiful counter shot. That jab won't score. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. There's the bell to start round 11. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
A perfect counter shot. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
The straight right just misses. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you still want to fight.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. All right, Alvarez. There's the bell for round 12. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Missing with the hook. And he scores with the counter. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Hold it right there. Crawford's legs are all over the place. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He blocks the hook. The pound-for-pound king, Canelo, is down. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again. It will happen all over again.